My favorite quote of all time was our furnace repairman comes into the house, stops dead in his tracks, and says, "This looks like some kind of United Nations meeting."
I was born in Bangkok,
Bangalore, India.
Connecticut,
I was born in Romania.
Ethiopia.
which is in Africa.
And China.
Sharon is the gas pedal, and I am the brakes. Over and over she'll say, "I found this child who needs X and Y and Z, and all we'd have to do is fly over the ocean, get funding, connect this dot to here, and it'd be done."
We're such victims of our culture because our culture tells us your kids have to look perfect and be in all the perfect schools, and you can't do that with a big family, but if you just concentrate on what's important, the rest will follow. People discouraged us. They thought we were going to ruin our lives by taking all these special kids, and they said, "You don't know what to do." And it's true that we had no experience and we didn't really know how to raise them, but you see what happens with unconditional love. You give a person unconditional love and they blossom.
Careful, Poppy. Never know what happened next.
I feel like having these kids has really helped us find our life, find our meaning, find our purpose.
It took me decades to figure this out, but there's no physical thing that you can buy that's actually going to give you true peace and happiness. And the pure joy that will come from a rescue and a ransom of a child's life is probably the most satisfying thing you can imagine. We talk about adoption. We tell them they're adopted, and we kind of tell them, you know, being born into a family, you don't even decide that. It kind of happens biologically, but when you're adopted, your parents looked out at the whole world and picked you. You think that they don't really know the gravity of them being rescued or saved. Then you'll see them in an external setting, like one of them is in front of 300 people last Friday night, and he tells people that he probably wouldn't be alive if he hadn't been adopted by his family. Those are like the goosebump moments when you go, he's got it.
Sudden, I am unaware of these afflictions eclipsed by glory, and I realize just how beautiful you are and how great. In Romania, at least at the time when I was born, when you were born with a deformity, quote quote, it was considered a curse by God. I was kind of distanced and not treated right and kind of not really getting any care that a normal baby should, which is why when I was 1.5 years old, I weighed 9 pounds. It was rough in the first year of my life, but I lived. But no matter where you were before, it's like where you can be now, your past doesn't define that. This family has proven that, and it's just like you have a dying boy from Romania or starving kids from Africa, and you bring them to a place where they can be I guess, human to the fullest, and that's a generous thing. Family is everything.
Family's fun. Interesting.
His family is just people you can be a fool around and they'll still love you.
Awesome.
No, should I do the Dennehy face?
Family is something that I can count on.
Family is adoption.